John Wayne Gacy, Jr. was an American serial killer and rapist. He is confirmed to have killed 33 young men and teenage boys. He killed them in a brutal way and buried their bodies in or near his Norwood Park, Chicago home. Gacy did not use a gun for any of his crimes. Gacy became known as Pogo the Clown and the Killer Clown because he would dress as a clown for fundraising events and parades. John Wayne Gacy, Jr. was born on March 17, 1942 in Chicago, Illinois, to father John Stanley Gacy and mother Marion Elaine Gacy. Gacy's father was a World War I veteran and a machinist, while his mother worked at home. He had two sisters, one younger and one older. Gacy's father was an alcoholic. Growing up, John Gacy, Sr. would verbally and physically abuse his children. Gacy also had health problems in his youth. For example, in 1953, while playing on a swing set, Gacy hit his head and suffered a blood clot. The clot was not treated until he was 16. After dropping out of high school in his senior year, Gacy moved to Las Vegas, Nevada to work in a mortuary. 3 months later, Gacy returned to Chicago, where he enrolled in and graduated from Northwestern Business College. After graduating, Gacy worked as a shoe salesman for the Nunn Bush Shoe Company. In 1964, Gacy was transferred to Springfield, Illinois, where he met Marlynn Myers. The couple married in September 1964. In Springfield, Gacy was involved in community organizations, such as the United States Junior Chamber. He became the vice president of the Springfield chapter by 1965. After Marlynn's father made him an offer to manage 3 KFC restaurants, Gacy and his wife moved to Waterloo, Iowa, where they had a son and daughter. In 1968, Gacy was diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder. Antisocial personality disorder, ASPD, is a personality disorder. A person with ASPD fails to behave the way society says people should behave. People with this disorder often don't care about society's rules or the rights of other people. They do not show concern about the feelings or rights of others. They show almost no empathy. They lack a conscience and do not feel guilt. People with ASPD use other people for their own benefit, often including sadism, violence, and deception. They are very selfish and discard people whom they have no further use for. People with ASPD have no conscience or sense of morality, although the large majority know right from wrong. People with ASPD often commit crimes. They can also be impulsive, aggressive, reckless, and destructive. In March 1980, Gacy was convicted of 33 murders, as well as sex crimes, committed between 1972 and 1978, and given the death penalty. Lethal injection is injecting a person, particularly a dangerous criminal, with poison, usually a fatal dose of drugs so the person will die. Lethal injection is usually done by using 3 chemicals. The chemicals are usually sodium thiopental, an anesthetic, pancuronium bromide, used to paralyze the person being injected, and potassium chloride, to stop the heart so that the person being injected dies. This is usually done as capital punishment. It is the main way to execute prisoners in the United States. He was executed on May 10, 1994. He was 52 years old. Gacy's execution was filmed. His last words were, "Kiss my ass." What if John Wayne Gacy's victims had been found sooner? The earlier discovery of Gacy's victims could have prevented additional murders and spared the lives of young men who fell victim to his heinous crimes. It might have also prompted authorities to investigate Gacy more thoroughly, potentially leading to his arrest before he could claim more victims. What do you think?